Hi everyone, so I'm sure you've guessed from the title and what you're looking at now, I have hamster cage in front of us, and I'm not going to go into too much detail about how I came to have these two hamsters, and I just want to point out now that obviously what you're looking at is not a very big cage. If we move round to the side, you'll see it's the large wire hamster home from Pets at Home. This is kind of Pets at Home's biggest cage, which is a bit unfortunate, but it would be okay for I don't know, one hamster for a while as their starter home. Anyway, I'm not going to get into hamster cage sizes at all. Yeah, so I'm not going to be keeping both. If any of these hamsters, I might be keeping one. We'll just see how that pans out. I took these hamsters from somewhere where basically they were going to be in a science department, and I don't want to say that they were going to test on them, but I also can't say that they weren't going to test on them, and it made me very uneasy that they were being kept in a science department, especially with children around and this kind of thing, and I was concerned about how they were going to be looked after, if at all. So I insisted that either I took them or I would get someone else involved. So that's their backstory, basically. They are Chinese hamsters, 2 girls, and when I took them on a few weeks ago, they were definitely still babies, and they're both still alive, which is great, and I'm quite happy about. And yes, I know that they won't be able to stay together forever, but they are happily together for now, and which is why I might be keeping one and rehoming the other, or I may actually be rehoming both to either separate homes or homes where they will be keeping them separately. So I'm not going to do a cage tour because I know that some of you will get hissy about the size of cage they're in. It's not tiny. I think it's about 60 centimetres. Obviously, you know I have a bigger cage at home, which is where I'm going to be going tomorrow. So they will be housed in a bigger cage, just in case anyone's got any issues about that. And they have 2 wheels, they have 2 food bowls, they only have 1 water bottle because I only have 1 water bottle, but there has been no fighting over it anyway. They're not at the fighting stage. There's a second level in this cage, and there is a tunnel that goes all the way around the outside and back into the cage. So they're not lacking for space, and at the moment they do not want to be handled. They're not biters, they're not horrible at all. I tried putting one in a hamster ball to see if she would like to have a run around, but she did not. So they're not up for that yet. They're definitely very scared. I don't think they've been very well looked after. So basically what I'm doing is making sure they're well fed, making sure they're warm and comfortable, and the rest will come in time. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to both of them. I'm going to do it very quickly and very quietly because, like I said, they're not happy about being handled or spoken to. Okay, so this is the first one, and obviously I've disturbed her nest. She's kind of quite sociable this morning. This is Indy, and she's white, and actually I haven't seen her whole body for a few days, but her dorsal stripe has darkened a lot in the past week. And obviously you can see she's grown. Well, you can't see she's grown, I can see she's grown. She's grown a lot, and she's become quite a lot more confident. And they're just doing the usual hamster things, and yeah, so that is Indy, and she is the more timid one, so actually she's doing quite well this morning. And this little plastic house is the one that came with it, and otherwise I put in a little cardboard box, which is what her home has been, so that they can sleep separately, because that was the only thing that was causing any drama at all. This little guy, who is kind of a typical Chinese hamster colouring, this is Cody, and I call them little guys. It's just a habit. They are both girls, I have checked. So this is Cody. So we have Indy and Cody, and you can see she's very pretty as well. Aren't you, Cody? Yes, you are. You're very pretty. So that's both of them. And after me saying they're really timid and scared and don't want to be near me, they seem to have come out their shell today. So perhaps they did that just for you guys. So I'm going to go and give their cage a little bit of a clean out, and then there may be some more videos in the future about Indy and Cody.